everyone. This is SLE number 15. I'm on page 49 of your notebook. So we're talking about absolute value equations. So let's get to where it's at. Okay, so the absolute value of 5 is 5. That is how far from 0 I am. Now, if I have the absolute value of negative 10, that's going to be positive 10. Because again, it's a distance. How far from 0? Okay. So this means, hey, what numbers could we plug in? And I think we have a number line here. What numbers could we plug in that is 3 away both directions? So 3 is 3 from 0, but negative 3 is also 3 from 0. Okay, so you're talking about a distance. So if you plug a negative number in or a positive number in, it comes out to be positive. So let's compare. Absolute value of negative 82 is 82. Absolute value of 57 is 57. 82 is bigger. Absolute value of 67. Absolute value of 70. 70 is bigger. Absolute value of 70. Absolute value of 91. Negative 91. 91 is bigger. Absolute value of 27. Absolute value negative 27. So 42 is bigger. So it's just, you're talking about a distance each time, and it's going to come out to a positive number. And these are equal. Okay, so think about it as a distance. I can't make distance negative. So we think about this. Okay, so let's think about what this is. So what numbers could we plug in to actually get 3 out? So if I take my equation and I write it once without the absolute value, but I also realize I can make this a negative. So if I subtract 3 and I subtract 2 and subtract 2, I get x equals 1. Subtract 2, x equals negative 5. So the key to this, think about this. What's the opposite of positive 2? Negative 2. So look at this. I got 1, 2, 3. I'm 3 this way, or 1, 2, 3 this way. So again, we're talking about the distance about it. So when you break up the absolute value, you create a positive and you create a negative component to it. So solve the equation. So this is going to be x equals 12 and x equals negative 12. They both work. On this one, I'm going to go x minus 4 equals 6 and x minus 4 equals negative 6. Add 4 to both sides. Add 4 to both sides. There's my two numbers. If I go 2x minus 4 equals 10. And 2x minus 4 equals negative 10. Okay, add 4 to both sides. Divide by 2. Add 4 to both sides. Divide by 2. Okay. Now this one, this is what I want you to see. Distance, that's going to be negative. This is no solution. There's not a number that will work. And the reason this takes place is this says, hey, what's negative 5 away from a particular number? We can't happen. It's the same thing on number 5. If you have the absolute value equal to a negative number, there's no solution. Okay? Number 6, first thing I would do is I would subtract 3 from both sides and then break this into two equations. One positive component, one negative. Now again, the negative doesn't mean that it doesn't work. The negative on the original is where we'll make it not work. For number 7, let's divide both sides by 2. So I get z equals 16 and z equals negative 16. Number 8, it looks like it's going to be a no solution, but I'm going to divide each side by negative 4. Negative over negative is positive. So I get this. So my answers are x equals 7, x equals negative 7. Let's try this one. Let's subtract 16 from both sides. Negative absolute value equals 24. Multiply both sides by a -1. Absolute value equals a -24. Does that look like this one and this one? Yep, there's no solution to this one. Okay, so your homework is going to be page 51, and I want you to do 1 through 13 all. There's nothing on page 52. It'd be blank. Okay, have a great day. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.